specialness of today and playing against Blackheath, of course, is it's the oldest fixture and it's the 150th anniversary of the oldest rugby fixture in the world. And of course, with Blackheath being just down the road, the two clubs have always been very, very close.
Friendship and rivalry, I believe they coexist very well, and particularly well in the game of rugby. Friendship and rivalry, that's what we're all about. And I think Richmond here and ourselves retain this club ethos. We really are rugby clubs. Nothing else, we are rugby clubs.
The only thing I ever remember is beating Blackheath. I guarantee, if I speak to my colleagues who were playing for Blackheath at the time, their only memories will be beating Richmond.
We know they're two of the oldest club sides in the world. There are many people that I played against, have known through the years, due to the game, that I've come along to have a little chinwag and talk about good old times.
It's a competitive rivalry, but it's also a friendship as well. I mean, yes, the guys on the field will be battling hard, and it might not be quite so friendly in the close quarter battles, but the club as a whole, the presidents are friendly. It's a good relationship between the two.
I'm proud to have, played over 200 games for Blackheath, been captain for over 100 of them, and games like this, icing on the cake, really big game in terms of everything it means in terms of the history of the two clubs. But really, it's more important for us in terms of our season and our league position that we try and get 4 points today.
That we let slip away, but I guess the draw is quite a nice result for the 150. You still can't separate us, but useful 3 points for us. Yeah, we should have seen it out really, but fair play to Richmond. They stuck at it and snuck in the last play.
Fantastic to have that level of support. You can really feel it on both teams. Everyone embracing it. Great time.
Yes, congratulations to Richmond and Blackheath there. A draw, probably the perfect result. We've got a couple of guys from the Richmond Minis. Welcome, fellas. Give them a round of applause. Good to see you here. What are your names?
Who have we got? What's your name? David and...
Gabriel.
And while that was going on, while we were watching that, you were getting a little bit of grief from Thomas Castagna. Why were you piling into our young guest, Thomas?
Yeah, they're going to play in a tournament this weekand in Rugby. It's a Middlesex tournament, and my son is playing for Southend, so be careful.
But this is it, isn't it, guys? The grassroots of the game are absolutely vital. Without that, nothing grows. The top just falls down. And a few of you guys, I know you, Lawrence and Jason Leonard and Michael Liner, the little fellas now are starting to meet each other on the field of play.
They are certainly a bit like Thomas's son. My son Enzo plays for Richmond, great club, as is Blackheath. And when I first went to Richmond, Jason Leonard was on the sideline with his son Jack, Michael Liner and his son Louis. So we sort of tapped the dad who'd volunteered to coach, said, see how you get on with those three. And talk about chip off the old block. Jack Leonard just went around hurting every other child. Michael Liner's son could spin, pass and kick off both hands and feet. And my son thought he was a better referee than the referee and spent the whole time cheating.
Do you find it difficult watching him play?
I do. It is hard watching your own son play, but having said that, we've got to stick to the values of the game and keep quiet on the sideline.
Yeah, but mine is good at something that I was always bad is tackling.
Good tackling.
Yeah, well, so I never tackle, so I don't know from where it's coming.
Thomas, where did you first learn your rugby? What was your junior club in France?
I've learned in Mont-de-Marsan, and I think we tend to forget all these educators, all these people who gave some time, and followed you during so many years. Because then, when you play at highest level, of course, it's very different. But all these guys, they spend so many hours, looking after us, like helping us, giving back the balls, you know, when we throw the ball, teaching us, you know, how to move the hands and everything. So that's really the base of the rugby, and that's why, you know, all these people who are not really, you know, taken, you know, to the highest level, you know, they should be recognised as a big part into the rugby game.
Have you got the address of the guy who taught you how to drop goal? We might just want to pay him a visit.
No one teach me, so that's why it was so bad, but I did a good one, if you remember.
You're not letting me forget, Thomas. You're not letting me forget.
Should we do one of you two fancy having a crack at the drop goal?
Yeah.
Come on,
Gabriel, you go.
Come on, show us how you do it.
Right, off you go, lads. Okay, after the break, we turn our attention to France and more specifically Toulouse. We'll see you shortly.